one of those nights when the moon was so bright a man had trouble getting to sleep. Besides, I'd had a vague feeling the last hour or so that I wasn't the only one camping in the draw. Scar was acting rather spooky, just to let me know I wasn't overly happy about things. If there was someone there, he was managing to keep out of sight. Well, he could come out or he could stay put. Either way, I'd be ready, and I wasn't going to lose any sleep about it. I could see something now. A shadow. Looking for something, mister? All right, hold it. I'll put a hole in your leg. Get over here by the fire so I can take a look at you. Well, you're just a boy. Aren't you kind of young to be roaming around the country this time of night?
I ain't so young.
14, 15?
I'm only 13.
Oh, you're big for your age. What are you doing here?
Got as much right to be here as anyone else.
You haven't got as much right to be stealing my grub.
I didn't steal any.
That's what you were fixing to do, wasn't it? Of course, if you're hungry, you'd be welcome to some of these beans. That is, if you like beans.
Yes, sir. I sure like beans.
What's your name?
Rink?
You run away from home, Rink?
What makes you say that?
Well, you're 20 miles from the nearest settlement, and you're not out here just taking yourself a walk.
I ain't going back to Crescent Hill.
Crescent Hill, that your home?
Yes, sir. I ain't going back, that's all.
Eat your beans. Your pa give you a whipping?
Pa wouldn't hurt me. He's the finest man I ever lived.
Sure, all paws are.
Just because you gave me some old beans don't mean you can talk about
All right, calm down, calm down. Old enough to drink coffee?
Told you I was 13, didn't I?
That's right, you did. Funny the way I keep forgetting it.
I'm headed for Petersville to find Pa. He said when I was old enough, I could join up with him. Well, I'm old enough now, ain't I?
Well, looks like you are. How come you haven't been with him all along?
He moves around a lot. I've been living with Aunt Aggie and Uncle Ray ever since Ma died. But that ain't the same as being with your own Pa.
No, I guess it isn't.
That's why I'm going to Petersville. Aunt Aggie got a letter from there last Monday. I heard her and Uncle Ray talking. But when they saw me listening, they shut up. They don't tell me nothing about Pa. So I'm gonna find out for myself.
Well, since I'm headed for Petersville, too, I can't see any reason why we shouldn't travel together, can you?
No, sir.
And if we're going to be traveling companions, guess we ought to know one another. I'm Vint Bonner.
Vint Bonner?
That's right, son.
Mr. Bonner, if I'd have known who you was, I didn't mean to talk...
Don't worry about it, son.
Mr. Bonner, I wonder what I mean is... I've heard folks talk about that six-shooter of yours ever since I was a kid. Oh.
Sure, as long as you don't fire.
Ain't near as heavy as it looks.
You can handle a gun real well.
My pa taught me.
Well, we got a long ride ahead of us. If we're going to get any sleep, we better get to bed. You kicking your sleep, boy?
No, sir.
Good. the matter, boy?
Mr. Bonner, I ain't never been in a hotel before.
That's always the first time, Ring. Come on. Morning.
Morning.
You got a room?
Yeah.
Room for two, still $50.
Yeah.
Oh, here you are. Which room is it?
Number 5 is empty. Is it 6? No, it's 5.
Much obliged.
Is this a tree or a weed, Mr. Bonner?
Well, that's a tree, a genuine palm tree, clear from California.
California? I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Let's go see our room. What's the matter? Don't you like it?
Like it? It's elegant.
Well, good. Make yourself comfortable. Lie down if you want. I gotta go out for a little while.
Where you go, Mr. Bonner?
I gotta go pay the sheriff a little visit.
Sheriff?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just don't like sheriffs, that's all.
Well, don't tell me they've been giving you trouble lately.
No. Just don't like them.
Well, I suppose there's good and bad sheriffs like everything else. But if your paw's in Petersville, then Sheriff Jay's most likely to know where to find him. So...
Help! They shot Mr. Stanton!
Come on, Jeff, we got everything we want. Let's get out of here.
Help!
Frank, you stay here.
Back here!
Just take it easy, Brownie. You're going to be all right now. Let's get him inside. Reeves, put him in my office. Now, real easy now, because he's hurt. Charlie, run up and get Doc Perkins down here right away. Tom, get my horse and bring it back over here. I'm going to need 6 of you men for a posse. Get your horses and get back here right away. The rest of you, get off the street. Joe, get over to the bank and see what you can do and stand guard there. Howdy, Sheriff. Hello, Vint. Good to see you, as usual. How's Brownie? Oh, he's just waiting. He'll be all right. We'll talk later. All right?
Pa?
All right, let's go. Sheriff couldn't help it, boy. He had a job to do.
Killing my pa. You call that doing a job?
Rink, you're gonna have to try to understand. Your pa and those men, they were breaking the law. They were robbing a bank.
Nobody would ever let me see him. Why wouldn't they let me see him, Mr. Bonner? He was my father. Why couldn't I ever see him?
You're a man now, Rink. You're gonna have to learn to act like one.
The sheriff killed my father. He shot him out in the street, and that makes him a murderer.
Now, Rink.
A dirty, rotten murderer! It makes him a murderer! A murderer!
Rink, stop it. I'm sorry I had to hit you, Rink.
Why should you be? You're his friend, ain't you? He killed my father, and you're his friend.
Rink.
I'm sorry about that Larkin boy.
I was just going out looking for him.
Just wish it hadn't happened that way.
You couldn't help what happened out there any more than I could. What about the rest of the gang that took the bank?
Turned dark on us. We lost their trail. We'll pick it up again at daybreak. You, explain things to the boy?
I tried. I'm afraid I didn't do very good. He took off a while back.
Well, do you know where he went?
No.
Vint. That Larkin is a confirmed outlaw. Price on his head, notches in his gun. I couldn't help what happened out there. I got a job to do.
I know you got a job to do, Sheriff. How do I explain that to his son?
I don't know. Maybe when he gets a little older, he'll understand.
Trouble is, things don't wait for a person to reach the understanding age. They happen. Whether he's ready or not. I had a hunch where I'd find him. It was a hill out at the south end of town where they buried men like Jeff Larkin. Men who lived and died by the gun. You want some supper, Rink?
I'm not hungry.
How about coming back to town with me?
I'm staying here.
You can't stay here all night.
I'll stay here as long as I want. You're on that sheriff's side. You believe he was right to kill my pa.
People don't have sides, Rink. Not in a thing like this.
I do. I'm on my pa's side. I don't care what they say. He was a good man.
Maybe with you, your father was different than with other folks. Maybe with you, he was good.
I'm gonna make it up to him. I'm gonna get even with that sheriff.
Here,
Will you let me alone? Just stop John and let me be.
All right. If you change your mind, I'll be at the hotel. I didn't get much sleep. I kept expecting Rink to come back. Thought he'd change his mind after a couple of hours. But here it was daylight, and there hadn't been a sign of him. Rink!
Hey, Ben. Sheriff Jay.
Oh. Come on in, Sheriff.
Boy's not with you.
No. I haven't seen him since last night out by his father's grave. Why? Something the matter?
Thompson's store was broken into last night. No money stolen, but there's a revolver and some bullets missing.
Oh.
I found Found some boot prints outside the back window. Not quite man-sized boot prints. They left a real clear trail. Too clear. Almost as if who left it intentional.
You think it was a Larkin kid, huh?
Yep.
Could be.
Tell me something. What's he doing stealing a gun and leaving a trail like that?
Maybe like you said, Sheriff. Maybe it was intentional.
That'd be foolish.
Unless...
Don't tell me he's got some fool notion about revenging his father.
He did say something about getting even.
Then he wants me to follow it. That way he'll get a chance to kill me, is that it?
That could be about it.
Ed, Jeff Larkin ain't the first man I killed, and he's deserved it more than most. But killing him didn't solve nothing. It just turned his boy bad.
What are you going to do about it?
What do you expect me to do? Go out there in the hills and shoot it out with a 13-year-old boy? I got one at home the same age. If that Larkin kid was standing right there in the door covering me, I couldn't shoot him. I just wouldn't be able to shoot.
You'd shoot. Nothing else you could do. Which way'd the trail lead?
Black Canyon.
This the place they call Black Canyon?
Yeah. Don't know why either. The rocks here are the same color as anywhere else.
Names are funny things. I came through a town in Arizona once called Big Lake. Wasn't any water for miles around, not even a creek. It seems like the first settler came through there said what they needed was a big lake. So wouldn't you know, that's what they named it? Let's move on a little further.
Don't move or you're dead. All right, now reach slowly for your guns and throw them on the ground. You first. Now you. That's right. Now take it real easy, Sheriff, and climb out of your saddle. Real easy, Sheriff, so I don't have to use this thing. That's the way to do it, Sheriff. Now you do the same. That's good. Now, both of you take a couple of steps away from your horses. Who are you, mister?
Name's Bonner. Clint Bonner.
Clint Bonner. Yeah, you're supposed to be pretty handy with a six-shooter. Too bad you won't get a chance to prove it. Well, we winged one of you back at the bank. That's right, you did. What happened to him? He's dead, just like Larkin.
How did you know Larkin was dead?
I don't know, I shot him.
You shot him? Have you seen anything of his kid?
Whose kid?
Larkin's kid, boy about 13.
I didn't know he had a kid.
We think he's out gunning for the sheriff here.
Sure takes after his old man, don't he?
How do you mean?
That was Larkin's trouble. That's why I got rid of him. You like the gun too much.
I know what you mean. Not much you can do with them after they get that way, is there?
Ah, what's the difference? He'd have been killed sooner or later anyway. All I did was help it along.
You did that all right.
Me, I'm different. I don't enjoy killing the way Larkin did.
We sure are glad to hear that.
Of course, there are times when a man don't have much choice. Like now, maybe. My friend and I need fresh horses to break out of these hills.
Traeger, I got a posse out scouring these hills.
Only one way I know of getting horses and making sure you boys stay put. So, I guess I don't have much choice. No more than I had with Larkin.
Hello, Mr. Browning. Sheriff.
Hello, Rink.
You been up there behind that rock all this time?
You seen me there, didn't you, Mr. Bonner? You knew I was behind that rock. That's why you kept him talking about my paw.
I saw something. I was sure hoping to be you, Rink.
I'm glad I heard what he said, Mr. Bonner. Otherwise, I would have never known the truth about my paw.
I'll take this.
I'm awful sorry, Mr. Bonner. I'm sorry, Sheriff.
That's all right, son. We're mighty beholden to you. Get down over there where I can keep an eye out.
You handle the gun real good.
My pa taught me. I still can't believe he was that kind of man. He was always so good to me.
Well, maybe someday we'll understand that better. You ready to go home?
You two go on. I'll take care of things here.
Well, there's still a little matter of the hardware store, isn't there, Sheriff?
Well, I can take care of that. Place the boy in your custody.
Rink, about this custody business, it's not permanent, you know. Only till they get you back to your Aunt Aggie's. Maybe you'll get along better with her from now on, huh?
Yes, sir.
Ought to start cooling off about 4 o'clock. We only got about 15 more miles to go to Lead Creek. Yeah, I know. Why go to Lead Creek? Well, there's a job on the railroad there. Laying track to Salt Lake. In the boiling sun. Sure, if either one of us had any sense, we'd be lying up under a porch someplace cooling off. But then we get hungry. So I better find work before I get hungry. I bet there's some hospitable people up there who's just dying to give us both a cold drink of water.
Anybody home? Anybody home?
What do you want?
I didn't mean to frighten you, ma'am.
You didn't. State your business, mister.
My name's Bonner, ma'am.
Well,
Well, I saw your place from up the trail, and I thought...
I got no handouts.
See what you mean. All we wanted was a drink of water.
Well, all right. Over there.
It's good water. You and your husband run this place alone?
I've got no husband. Trouble enough as it is.
Kind of lonely country for a single woman.
That's right, mister. That's what I like about it. You had enough water?
I'd like to fill my canteen. I'm heading toward Lead Creek. I suppose you know the place.
I grew up there.
Nice town? Nice people?
They're the scum of the earth.
Scar, that lady back there wouldn't be so bad looking if she weren't so all-fired determined to be. Living out by herself in the middle of nowhere, suspicious and unfriendly. It's a hard thing not to like anybody, unless you first convince yourself that nobody at all likes you. That isn't an easy job. Help! Help! Had a little accident. Water? Sure. Horse threw me a couple hours ago. I must have landed on my gun. It went off. You're a stranger, aren't you? Just passing through. You need a good tight bandage on that. Did you see my pinto? Half moon on his flank? Put your arm around me. Put your weight on. My horse will get us to Lead Creek. Lead Creek? I'll never make it. It's the closest town. Cabin. I passed a cabin a mile west. I could ride a mile. Cabin? Hey, miss! Miss!
Where did you come from?
Sorry to trouble you.
You get thirsty again or something?
I ran into a fellow down the road. Been shot up pretty bad.
Shot?
Yeah. Says his horse threw him and his gun went off accidental. Seeing as your place was nearest,
Where is he?
I left him on your front porch.
I'll get some water.
You know him?
No. Why should I know him? I don't know anybody.
I was just thinking, since he was in the neighborhood.
I don't know everybody that passes by here. I don't know you, mister.
Doing a nice job. Look, when I get to Lead Creek, I'll send out a doctor.
There isn't any doctor at Lead Creek.
Well, when I get someplace there is one.
There isn't a doctor within 100 miles of here. I'll look after him myself.
That's very considerate, seeing as he's a stranger.
Help me get to the house, will you? Mr. Bonner. You won't tell folks in town he's here, will you?
Ma'am?
Well, like you said, he's a stranger. He doesn't concern them. And I don't want folks laughing at me in Lead Creek.
Laughing at you?
Oh, they'll say Jenny Garver's got herself a man. And if he wasn't unconscious, she never could have done it. Please don't tell them.
Well, I'll not likely be meeting anybody who would ask about him. Good day, ma'am.
What are you looking at?
Those 2 horses belong to you?
Yes. Yes, they do. Why?
I'm just asking. That Pinto looks like a real good animal. What do you call him?
His name's Moon. There's a marking on his flank. It's like a half moon.
I see. Well, I hope your patient doesn't give you too much trouble. I know just how you feel, son. Back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of tiresome, doesn't it? Well, it's only 6 miles to Lead Creek, so it can't be too long now. Ooh.
You haven't got a chance, Landy. We're all around you. Ned, come on out of there with your hands up.
I'll come out. But I'm not Landy, whoever he is.
Well, I'll be dad blamed. Looks like we made a little mistake, boys.
I'm glad it was only a little one.
We mistaken you for somebody else. What are you doing out here?
I'm on my way to Lead Creek. Thought I'd get a job on the new railroad there.
I'm Jim York, sheriff around here.
Glad to know you. My name's Bonner, Bint Bonner.
Boys, this is Bint Bonner. This is Sam Norval.
Howdy.
Tom Jackson. Bonner. Harry Potter. Hey, you could maybe help us out, Bint.
What can I do?
We're looking for Ned Landy. That's who we thought you was at first.
What did he do?
Hold-ups, couple of shooting sprees, just one thing after another for the last few months. Last night, he broke into Harry Potter's store here and killed his brother.
Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry.
I took a posse out after him before, but he always manages to get lost in these hills. We picked up his trail this morning. Even seen him for a minute or two over on the backside of Devil's Canyon. Got off a shot. I thought for sure I'd hit him, but I guess not. Anyway, he's give us the slip again.
What does he look like?
About 30 years old, dark, wiry, black hair, rides a Pinto.
Pinto.
Yeah, that... You seen him?
Yes, I think I have.
Where was that?
I left him in the cabin a little ways back. He had a bullet in him. Said he shot himself accidentally when he fell off a horse.
It's him. Only cabin back that way is Jenny Garver's.
That's the name she gave me.
Mm-hmm. All right, boys, let's ride out to Jenny Garver's. Will you ride out with us, Ben?
You won't need my help. He was hurt pretty bad. I doubt if he'll last long enough to get him back to town.
Oh, we'll get him back all right. Old Doc here will fix him up.
Doctor? I understood there weren't any doctors in these parts.
Well, Sam Norval here's a doc. At least that's what he's been telling folk for the last 20 years.
Sheriff, wait. I changed my mind. Think I'll go along with you.
Well, fine, son. Come right along. Landy's hit as bad as you say he is, there ain't no need of whipping the horses. Let's take a little rest, boys. What's so funny, Tom?
Oh, I was just thinking about Jenny Garver.
What about Jenny?
Well, she finally got herself a man.
Yeah, but she ain't gonna have him long.
Oh, that Landy must have been hit pretty bad not to stampede the first time he got a look at her.
I'll tell you one thing, it'd take more than a bullet to keep me there.
Something wrong with Miss Garver?
Well, you seen her, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw her.
Well, ain't she just about the homeliest critter you ever did see?
I'll admit she's no raving beauty. Lots of plain women get along just as good as the pretty ones. Sometimes how a woman looks depends on who's looking at her.
Well, you just wait till you get a good look at this one, friend.
Well, I never thought Jenny's what you'd call downright ugly. I think it's just she was so darn big and awkward. She always was a fine girl, though.
Yeah, I suppose she was. It's a funny thing about Jenny. Even when she was a little girl back in Lead Creek, she was always taller than the boys her age. And stronger, too.
Except at running. The boys could always run faster. Whenever they seen her coming.
It was a strange thing about her folks. Remember, Jim? They never would admit that there was any difference between her and the other girls. They used to dress her up in fancy clothes, with frills and laces. Made her look twice as peculiar as she did already.
Yeah, I remember.
Her father used to take her to parties and square dances. He was always the only one that would ever dance with her.
It was real pitiful. You know, I don't think there was a boy in town ever courted Jenny. Not one.
Oh, now you can't say that, Sheriff. You're forgetting Will Franklin that time.
You know, I clean forgot about that.
I wouldn't know the joke.
It ain't much of a joke.
Oh, that Will Franklin's quite a cut-up. One time I...
Let me tell it. You know, there's Will Franklin. He made a bet one time with some of the boys. He bet us that he could take her out just one time and talk to her like he was wanting to get married, and she'd jump at it just like that.
That's the kind Will Franklin was.
It was the funniest thing I ever did see. There they was, sitting in the wagon, and him a-talking so solemn you'd have thought he was... you'd have thought he was courting Lily Langtree. Well, he no more than popped the question when she says, "Oh, yes, Will." Well, what she didn't know was we was all hiding in the back of the wagon underneath a bed of straw. Well, when she said, "Oh, yes, Will," like that, well, we all busted up a laughing and a hollering, and we was carrying on like that.
Seems to me that was right after her folks died, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago. She couldn't have been more than 20 at the time.
It was right after that. She packed up everything and moved out here all by herself.
I tell you, it was a dilly when we all popped up behind her in that wagon. I wish you could have been there and seen her face. Oh, like...
Just as glad I wasn't.
All right, let's move on. We've got other pleasant little chores to do.
Oh, okay.
Better leave the horses here.
Sheriff, Landy's not liable to give you any trouble.
You never can tell. You may be feeling a little better by now.
Not that much better.
He's seen us.
Guess he wasn't as sick as you thought. Hold your fire, Tom. Never be able to hit him from here.
You suppose the Garver girl is all right?
Probably just scared half to death. Well, Looks like we're going to have to rush him.
That's going to take some doing.
Here's what we'll do. You and Harry, see if you can get to that fence down yonder. When you hear me fire twice, that'll be the signal for us to close in.
Hold it. Look, if we go plowing up the front of that cabin, it's liable to get real messy around here.
Well, you've been shot at before, ain't you?
Not by preference. I don't exactly make it a hobby.
What do you got in mind?
There's a back door to that house. A couple of trees for cover, too.
Landy'll be watching that back door. He's no fool.
We could give it a try.
All right. I'll go with you.
No, I'd rather go alone. It's easier to hide one than two. Besides, I'm responsible for you coming up here without being more careful. You just give me some fire to cover my approach to that back door.
All right, Vint.
I'm not back in 5 minutes. Do it your way.
5 minutes. That's all the longer we'll wait. Fix yourselves, boys.
Jenny.
You told them. You brought them here.
I had to, Jenny.
You had to. I could have taken him away somewhere. When he was just a little stronger. That's all I want, isn't it? To get rid of him. You could have kept on riding. Never given us another thought. Why couldn't you let us alone?
Jenny, Ned killed a man in town last night.
I don't care. I don't care what he's done. I'm going to stay with him as long as he needs me.
You've kept him here all these months, haven't you? His pony knew right where to come. They're starting to close in on you, Jenny.
You're not going to take him away from me. He's my man, Mr. Bonner, and he needs me and he loves me. No one's ever needed me before. No one's ever loved me before. He doesn't think I'm ugly. He doesn't laugh at me. Do you know, even my mother told me I was going to be an old maid. Well, I won't. We're going to get out of this. And he's going to take me away from here and we're going to get married.
Jenny, listen to me.
I won't listen. I won't let you or anyone else take him away from me. Not if I have to kill you.
Ned can't use your help anymore, Jenny. He's dead. He was dead when I came in the house.
Oh, you're lying to me. Oh.
He's dead.
Well, we're sure much obliged to you, Mr. Bonner.
Don't thank me. It was your bullet that did it this afternoon.
Well, I'll be son of a gun. I knew I'd hit him. Remember, Tom? I told you.
Yeah, you sure did. Mr. Bonner here said he was hit bad. What I can't figure is how he was able to hold us off in there.
Oh, them Landys always was pretty tough people, and I guess Ned just took after the rest of them. He just wouldn't give up till the strain of shooting at us probably done him in. That about the way you figured, Mr. Bonner?
That sounds about right.
Well,
I wouldn't go in for a while. Jenny Garver's kind of shaken up by all this.
Oh, yeah, I plumb forgot. She was right there in the middle of everything.
Give her a little time to kind of get herself together.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting how women folk are. A little bit of gunfire in the neighborhood, and they just go all to pieces. That just goes to show you. You get right down to it, they're all pretty much alike.
Yeah. Guess you're right, Sheriff.
Are you all right, Jenny?
I will be, Mr. York.
Sure you will, Jenny. All that shooting's bound to get on the woman's nerves.
This ain't no place for a young girl, Jenny, way out here.
That's right. You ought to move back where you'll have some neighbors.
Thank you, Mr. York. But I won't be going alone. Will you help me, Mr. Bonner?
I'll be glad to, Jenny.
I'm taking him back to town with me.
Get off that horse. I said get off that horse. That's better. Now I'll just relieve you of all that folding money you're carrying. I said give me the money, mister. I'd just finished 3 months' work at the Winslow spread. And though the pay was the best in the state, my heels were beginning to itch, so I was on my way to the Copper Springs Bank to get my check cashed and move on. Handsome-sized check, too. $67. Copper Springs was generally one of the quietest towns you ever saw. But today it looked and sounded like a kettle just before coming to a boil, shaking and humming all over. Couldn't help wondering what all the excitement was about.
Can you believe it, Mac? Sheriff Hempel capturing the Wyoming kid.
Well, the sheriff didn't exactly capture him, Ollie.
Well, then who?
The way I understand it, the posse just sort of stumbled onto the kid.
After coming down the long trail from Fort Drexel, Scar could use a good feed and some water, while I took care of my business at the bank.
He was stretched flat in a grove of sycamore down by 10-Foot Creek. When they brought him by my house in the morning, he had a bullet in his shoulder, and he was still out cold.
Out cold? Bank isn't open yet.
So I see.
Sheriff say who shot him and left him lying there?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. No one seems to know.
9 o'clock. All I can say is that he was in good health yesterday when he rode out here with $2,500 of my money.
Cash a check.
Excuse me, please, sir.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Hawkins. I'm sorry I'm late, but excuse me, please. But Tilda had another one of her fainting spells last night, and I had to wait till Doc McIntyre got out there to look at her.
All right, Jonas, all right. Now get in your cage. Customer's waiting.
Yes, sir, but you know how Matilda is. Once she gets an idea in her head, there's just no arguing with her.
I'd like to cash my check.
The clerk isn't in his office yet.
So I see.
Jonas, you hear about them capturing Jet King?
Jet King?
The fellow who held us up yesterday, the Wyoming kid. His real name is Jet King. Sheriff says he found him down near 10-Foot Creek, all shut up.
Take a mighty big man to stand up to Jet King. And there's up to 10 graves that'll testify to that.
Look, I haven't got all day. If you'll just cash my check, I'll be on my way.
What's your name, mister?
Bonner, Vint Bonner.
You say Vint Bonner?
What's the matter, Mac?
Why, he's a six-shooter, Ollie.
What?
Ain't that right, Mr. Bonner?
I've been called that.
I guess we don't have to do any more wondering who shot the Wyoming kid.
Excuse me, sir, but I have to check my daily ledger.
If I had known you were around here, we wouldn't have had any doubts in the first place.
Well, there ain't no doubt about it, Ollie. Well, take a mighty fast man to outdraw the Wyoming Kid. And the six-shooter here is about the fastest man west of the Mississippi.
Hold it. In the first place, I don't know any Wyoming Kid. And as for outdrawing him, I never...
Sure, Mr. Bonner. Everybody knows how the six-shooter don't like to take credit for what he does. Well, you ain't going to get away with it here in Copper Springs.
Now, listen to me a minute. I told you I don't...
Wait till I tell the sheriff we know who shot the Wyoming Kid.
Sheriff!
Now, about that check.
Where's he going?
We'll be most happy to oblige. Jonas!
Hey, you!
Will you cash the check for the check?
Bonner, come right in, sir. This is a real privilege to meet you. Mac was just in here telling me all about it. He just scooted through that door to spread the news all over town.
Look,
Oh, not that I wouldn't have got that Jet King myself sooner or later, but you sure did speed up the operation. Yes, sir. Have a seat, son. Sit right down.
Sheriff, look, I want to talk to you about that.
Oh, now, don't you worry none about the reward. I'll see that you get every penny of it.
Reward? I don't want any reward.
Everybody says you're the generous type, all right.
I'm not that generous. Look, when Jet King comes to, ask him if I shot him.
Oh, Jet, he came to quite a while ago. Old Doc McIntyre's passed him up near as good as new.
Well, fine. Just ask him if I shot him.
Ask him? Well, what do you think I did as soon as Mac told me about it? Jet says you made a lucky draw. He's got to have an alibi.
You mean he says I shot him too?
You're the six-shooter, ain't you? Well, that's the feller he said done it all right.
I think I'd like to have a talk with Jet King.
Well, I reckon we can arrange that. Jet?
Huh?
This here the fellow who shot you?
We going over that again, Sheriff? I told you done it.
Yeah, I know, but Mr. Bonner here, he kind of disagrees with you.
I sure do.
You do, huh?
You were ready enough to pull the trigger last night? Why are you trying to lie your way out of it now?
King, you know I didn't shoot you. Sheriff, I give you my word.
Mr. Bonner, we all know how you feel about accepting honors, but this time you're not going to be able to get out of it. As a matter of fact, I believe there's a little doings planned for later on this afternoon. After the parade, that is.
Parade?
There won't be nothing much. Just a way for the folks here in Copper Springs to show their appreciation for what you've done.
Sheriff, I want to talk to Jet King. Alone.
All right, Mr. Bonner. I sure don't see what you hope to gain by it.
All right, King. What are you trying to pull?
I hear there's a pretty big reward out for me.
You know I'm not entitled to that reward.
As long as I keep saying you're the fella, you're the one's going to collect. I'm doing you a favor. Of course, it's just between the two of us now that I see you real close up. Just might have been somebody else.
Must have been a real fast gun.
He wasn't. I mean, I'm fast, too. Plenty fast.
No matter how fast you are, there's always someone a little bit faster.
Not too many, Bonner. Maybe you, one or two others, but not too many.
Oh, sure. But you could be getting a little old, slowing down a bit.
Slowing down? I'm just as fast as I ever was. You think I'm going to let folks know that I was outdrawed by a little runt with gray hair? It's just that I wouldn't... A grocery clerk, maybe. He even wore a ready-made suit. It's stiff-collared, the high kind that chokes a man in the tie. Who ever thought a runt like that would know how to use a gun?
Well, suppose we just tell that to the sheriff.
Oh, wait a minute. Tell the sheriff what?
What you just said.
I ain't telling that to nobody else. Nobody. I got no choice. It's one thing to be outshot by Ted Bonner, but that ain't so hard to swallow. But the idea of being outthrown and outshot by a nobody. Why, I will never be able to face my friends again. After I break out of jail, that is.
King, you're talking like a fool.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Mr. Bonner. It sure was a lucky break for me when the sheriff said you were in town. After all, I got my reputation to consider.
Your...
Your reputation.
Sheriff! Everything all right, Mr. Bonner?
I'm getting out of here.
Just wasn't any use trying to convince people. They wanted a hero, and I was it, like it or not. Well, there's one thing I could do. I could clear out of town. And then I remembered I still hadn't cashed that check. What was it King had said? Something about a little gray-haired feller? Wearing one of those ready-made suits and the kind of stiff collar that chokes a man half to death?
Oh, yes, sir. Is there anything I can... Why, it's Mr. Bonner.
That's right.
Why, you certainly stir up a lot of talk, Mr. Bonner.
I seem to.
Mr. Hoffman just stepped out for a few minutes. Of course, if there's anything I can do for you.
You're all alone, huh?
Well, things are kind of quiet this time of day.
Wasn't that way when I was here this morning. As a matter of fact, in all the excitement, I forgot to cash my check. I thought maybe you'd do that for me.
Oh, well, oh, of course. Never any trouble with one of Mr. Winslow's checks.
You've been with the bank a long time, huh?
Yes, 23 years now, going on 24.
That's so.
65, 66, 67. There you are, Mr. Bonner. I think that'll do it.
That should do it.
Would there be anything else, Mr. Bonner?
Well, there is one other thing. I was just over to the jail. Had a long talk with Chet King.
You did?
And he told me all about the shooting last night.
Well, must have been very interesting. Well, excuse me, I have to get back to work.
And, he gave me a description of the man who shot him. You know what? That description fits you right down to that white collar you're wearing. Now, isn't that strange?
Oh, yes, it is strange. Very, very strange.
And what's more, you're just about the only man I've seen in town that the description does fit.
I'm afraid that I don't understand you, Mr. Bonner.
Well, I'll just go over and have a talk with the sheriff about it.
No, Mr. Bonner, Mr. Bonner. Mr. Bonner, please. What are you going to talk to the sheriff about?
Oh, I thought I'd talk to him about this. Now, suppose you tell me how you shot Jet King.
Well, I was late. I was late for dinner. I was out at the Widow Tolliver's on business, and I knew that Matilda would probably be a little worried if I didn't show up soon. So... But Widow Tolliver, I just can't drink any more tea. I got to be getting home.
Now, Jonas, I don't see why you're in such a powerful hurry.
Widow Tolliver, you know Matilda has supper on the table at 4:30 sharp. Here it is nightfall already. Well, she's just as likely as not to have another one of her fainting spells.
Fainting spells? Oh, now what kind of a way is that to get a man to mind? Why, when my Clarence was late for supper, Lord rest his soul, I just lean over the table and clop him right in the chops.
Oh, well, good night. Good night, Widow Tolliver.
You got a gun on you?
Gun?
You mean you're taking my money to the bank without a gun on you to protect it?
Protect it? But I don't need a gun.
Now you wait right here. I won't be but a minute.
But Widow Tolliver, I don't need anything. I'm just going to... I'll have you know I've been with the bank 24 years now, and I never lost a single solitary cent.
I wouldn't care if you was with the bank 100 years, Jonas Pilgrim. You just take this. Ooh. That's my money you're carrying.
Well, good night.
Good night, Jonas.
As far as you go, mister. Get off that horse.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll just take that horse you're riding. Get off.
Well, this is absolutely the most outrageous
I
thing
said get off that horse.
Yes.
That's better. Since you're carrying that bankroll, I'll take that too.
What?
I want that money, mister.
That's exactly the way it happened, Mr. Bonner. I didn't intend to. I didn't even know who he was. I wasn't here when he held up the bank.
Well, no telling what had happened if you had been.
It all happened so fast. I mean, the way this fella came at me out of the dark, grabbed my horse, pulled his gun. Oh, I just shouldn't have done it. I don't know what got into me.
Now, don't tell me you're sorry you shot a man like Jet King.
Mr. Bonner, Well, the fact is, I'm a married man.
What's that got to do with it?
Matilda, that's my wife. Well, Matilda's kind of particular about things. She's terrible particular about me, for instance. That's why I gotta wear this doggone collar.
Well, I'm sorry, Jonas. I still don't see...
But, Mr. Bonner, don't you see, if Matilda thought I even so much as touched a gun, why... I don't think she'd ever let me out of her sight again.
Well, looks to me like you take care of yourself pretty good.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have had some experience with a gun. Oh, I don't know. I guess it was just some old instincts coming out in me. First thing I knew, there he was, lying there in the dirt.
You mean you used to be a gunfighter?
When I come out west, fella had to be able to shoot his way out of a spot or two if he wanted to stay alive. For instance, once when I was... Well, I guess it don't look much like it now, do I?
Well, Jonas, every man's bound to do a certain amount of aging.
Yeah? Sometimes I think I've done a little more than my share. Anyhow, now you know why I don't want folks to know about what happened last night.
Well, that's all very well, but, Jonas, I can't take credit for something that you did.
But, Mr. Bonner...
Mr. Bonner, Jet King just broke out of jail.
Yeah, he must have had a friend or somebody help him.
Sheriff is getting a posse together. Wants you to join it.
Look here now.
Sheriff figures they are heading toward Bedwater Falls.
I'm sorry, I won't be able to oblige.
Well, why not? You already captured Jet King once.
Let's just say that once was enough. Which way is Badwater Falls?
South! Due south!
I'm going north. Due north.
Inside of 5 minutes, the whole male population of Copper Springs had galloped out of the other end of the town, headed south. I guess that made Jonas Pilgrim and me the only two men in town who hadn't run off with a posse. Not that I was especially glad that King had broken jail, but they were bound to catch up with the Wyoming kids sooner or later. From the looks of it, seemed like the man who ran the stable had run off with the others, but I'd already paid for Scar's keep, so...
Don't move. Now, you just keep holding on to that saddle, Mr. Bonner. Get through the door, keep your eyes peeled. One more move and I'll blow your head off.
You're not going to get away with this, King.
Nobody to stop me except you.
That shoulder will slow you down some.
Don't worry about me, Bonner. I'll make out. I'm taking your horse.
There are other horses.
Not as good as yours.
Some days it just doesn't pay to get out of bed. Between the bump on King's skull and the crease in his friends, I thought maybe I could get out of town before the hullabaloo started all over again, but I had to move fast.
Oh, Mr. Pilgrim. Oh. You through for the day at the bank?
Oh, yes, we close at 4 o'clock sharp. I'm on my way home now.
I wonder if you'd mind doing me a little favor. Put off your supper for a while. Till the posse gets back, that is.
Well, what for, Mr. Bonner?
Well, you see, the sheriff left with the posse, and there's no one watching the jail.
I don't see what difference it makes. Jet King was the only prisoner, and he's escaped.
Well, now, you never can tell, Mr. Pilgrim. Suppose someone was to break in. They could do a lot of damage. You can't tell what important papers the sheriff might have in his files over there.
Oh. Well, it seems to me the sheriff should have locked up before he left. Oh, no, I'd never leave the bank like this, not if my life depended on it. Now, you know that, Mr. Bonner, don't you?
I certainly do. I certainly do, but the way I figure it, you're more conscious of your responsibilities than most people.
Well, if a man's got a job to do, it's his plain duty to perform it as well as he knows how.
Then you won't mind holding the fort till the sheriff shows up. You know, I just wouldn't feel right running off with no one minding the jail.
Well, no, Mr. Bonner,
A civic-minded citizen just like yourself.
It seems to me you're worrying unnecessarily.
You'll never know how much I appreciate this. You just sit there a little while until somebody shows up.
Hope it won't be more than a little while. Matilda's
You better hold on to this, too. Never can tell when you might need it. Old gunfighter like you.
And these. Now, just make yourself comfortable.
Oh, Mr. Bonner.
Yeah?
I hope you're not put out by my letting folks think it was you who shot Jed King last night.
I think that's taken care of.
You know, sometimes it's best for a man to take responsibility for a thing, even if he didn't do it himself.
You know what? You've got a point. I'll be seeing you.
Sure was nice riding out of Copper Springs with $67 in my pocket. Though I would have given a good part of it to have seen the expression on the sheriff's face when he...
If I hadn't seen this with my own eyes, I swear I wouldn't believe it.
Kind of tickled me that Jed King's reputation would never be the same. Though I admit I was a little worried about how Matilda would react to Jonas's newfound talent. But then wasn't it Jonas who said that sometimes it's best for a man to take the responsibility for a thing, even if he didn't do it?